So this is my speech training number 4. I chose the topic how to live and be happy about the life you lead. So I started thinking, what makes people miserable? We all are depressed. Of course, apart from some tragic events that happen in your life that can just mess you up completely, what are other things? So, if you lead average day-to-day life, you go to office, you work, you have a second half, but you still feel strange. What is the cause of that? From what I understand, most of the people they don't dream. We usually plan on what we will do, what we want to achieve, but we don't dream and we don't think what makes us happy. Basically, if you think about it, we always think about that we would like what it would be like to be rich, what it would be like to be a millionaire or billionaire, to fly in fancy jets, have big parties on yachts. That all is awesome. And on the cover, it seems very interesting and exciting. But once all of the excitement and partying stops, there's moments that you're alone with yourself. And in those moments, usually people feel either complete and relaxed or terrified. It's only at those moments that money doesn't matter and you're left with yourself. And how you feel at those moments uh, says either you're happy or you're unhappy. And basically, from what I understood, if you're not dealing with your problems, you're basically procrastinating. The worst thing that can happen. So, if you're not doing your job and you're leaving for tomorrow, that's procrastination as it can be defined. But also, if you're not dealing with your problems, you're not trying to find out what is wrong with you, what you're not happy about, that I would call a psychological procrastination, which is very bad. Dealing with your problems allows you to see what is good or what is bad in your life. And if you see the picture clearly, you can do something about it. If you have a shrouded and fogged veil on top of your eyes, you will not see what is the problem and how to fix it. So the first thing about other than dream is to talk about dreams, also your problems. And there's a thin line. If you just complain, it's a bad thing. Complaining is not problem solving, and you're not solving your issues. You're just complaining because the weather is bad, something happened to you, you're not feeling well, how hard life is, everything. All of those complaints are similar and they can be applied to each and every one of us. The things that solves our issues and from what I understood people see as more genuine are the things that we open up to other people. We let them we let ourselves be vulnerable. So in this way we allow other people to see what vulnerabilities we have, and if we speak with courage about it, they respect that. Usually what happens. Of course, if you open up to some asshole and then he makes fun of you for that, well, you have a poor judgment. I also think you I think that you can improve. But if a person is normal, and I imagine you're usually socializing with normal people, not some assholes or gangster style bandits, they would see it as a sign of strength, because talking about your vulnerabilities or the thing that makes or you feel that makes you less powerful is as if showing and trying to fix it. Because if you hide your weaknesses, it's as if you're Gollum from Lord of the Rings. You have your weakness, for Gollum it was the ring, and you hide it and you don't allow it nothing to look at it, and you indulge yourself with this problem, always thinking about it. I would say that's a very good analogy. So, talk about dreams and plan on how to talk about your dreams. I would say that would be a good thing. If you plan and you talk about it, because planning involves arranging a place to talk about it, making everything comfortable, and have a casual, relaxed atmosphere to talk about your problems. I think that's one of the things that psychologists use in their conversation. They firstly they have to make for a person to feel welcome and not threatened in the environment they trying to listen to a person. But same results can be achieved when talking to a friend or a colleague or anyone who's a decent person and in a very calming environment. So, and I believe all the scenes from movies that involve like an old bar with wooden floors and wooden bar and the glasses of whiskey poured with comfortable big chairs and people sitting in them and just talking, relaxed, smoking. I think those scenarios are very comfortable and people feel relaxed and they're more inclined to talk. And you have to talk. It doesn't, sometimes, yeah, you need to have a monologue, but the main thing is to have a very healthy conversation. Telling something and listening to what a person have for you to respond. Also, you have to listen to other people because their experience, you can also learn from that and use that. And you might even understand that your problems are not as big as you thought they were. But you have to never stop talking and never be alone with your problems. Because I think one of the things that Lord of the Rings portrayed very good with Gollum is that if you stay with your problem long enough, you degrade and you fear everything and you become hyper aggressive or basically something near a junkie. I think it's very interesting how fast a person can get into addictions, and your weaknesses and thriving on your weaknesses is one of the things that I would get again classify as an addiction, because you just cannot let it go. If something's hard to let go and you cannot stop doing that, I would think that is an addiction. In a healthy environment, You can easily go, it will be sad. I think something like that. Although I'm not quite sure about family matters and the bonds that you have. How to... It's very thin line on the classification side, I would guess. But anyways, those are my thoughts. And I hope there's some more interesting things to talk about. Or for me to practice talking about.